All right, welcome in, everybody, as we get rolling here on a
Tactical Tuesday.
Tactical Tuesday. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning.
It should be a technical crash Tuesday.
Technical crash Tuesday. Welcome in, everybody. This is bound to happen here within the first week or so.
Come on.
We're up and running. You know, I just got to be real. I mean, I'm positive. I got to be a little bit real once in a while.
I know.
Welcome in, everybody. Episode 668 of Good Morning Huntsville. We want to welcome in our FM radio audience that's joining us this morning as well on Spirit 94.3, the Spirit of Huntsville. Rob Hipp here alongside the Jason Thompson. Underwriting support for this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also Guardian Defense, their website, guardiandefensellc.com. First segment always on 94.3, getting a lot of good feedback. The station has been up and running over a week now, and Jason, I'll start real quick with this, man. How are you? Welcome in on a Tuesday, brother.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'll put it good. I used to know a guy in Georgetown. He'd always say, Mr. Perry. I said, Mr. Perry, how you doing? He'd say, he'd always say, putty good. He's a good man.
Well, you know, I got over my little funk for the most part, so.
You were sick?
Yeah.
Billy was saying something like Friday you weren't feeling too good, man.
I texted him at like 6 o'clock in the morning and told him I wasn't coming in early.
Did you have kind of that Huntsville, the HB that was going on, Huntsville bug that was going on?
I don't know what I did, but, you know, I figured I'd just sleep a little bit, get up and go to work. I got up at 2:30.
Yeah, you needed the rest, man. You've been going nonstop, lately. So, how's the school going? You're back into the full mode of school?
Back in the full mode, brother. 5 classes.
Wow. So, for those that are listening, Jason is going to
Dallas Institute of Funeral Science.
That sounds super technical. Like, that sounds prestigious.
Well, that's what they call it.
Is that one of the premier, I guess, like funeral director schools? It sounds like it.
It's owned by Pierce Colleges, which is owned by Pierce Chemical Company.
Ah, okay. So, boy, they got the whole thing going. That's good. Well, that's great, man. I'm proud of how the Lord is just working in your life. You know, we've talked about that a lot. And, you know, all of us, I want to kind of lean into that this morning, that everyone has a purpose in life. And sometimes it's hard to see that purpose because we've got so much else going on. But, you know, you could be 15 years old and think you found your purpose, or you can be 55 or 85 and finally find your purpose.
Yeah, or you can be 48.
You know, or 48, like somebody that we know.
Yeah.
That could have
started at 48.
Yeah, man. So I want to encourage people this morning, no matter where you're at. You know, we have folks that listen to us from all walks of life and all over the place. And this morning, remain focused on that, you know what, God's going to meet you where you are, and you're going to be able to find the purpose in your life. And you may not feel it right away. You may say, well, I'm still searching, but just keep searching and ask the Lord to provide, and He will. He's always going to show up. I wanted to lead into this for a reason. I get a newsletter out. It's a Hello Huntsville newsletter that we put out.
Right.
Try to get it out every Thursday. We're going to be really good about getting back into the swing of that here in 2026. But that newsletter, I did not get it out until early Saturday morning.
Yeah, I read it.
And there was an event that happened that Samantha Havard was on the show talking about last week, and that was on the extended social media side of the show. You know, this first segment we always do over the air, then the rest of the show we continue it through social media. And anyways, she was on talking about the event. It's called The Purpose, and it was a women's event that they held over at the Vintage.
Right.
Really cool faith-based event for women, and kind of to help with some clarity in 2026, those things. This lady had reached out to me yesterday, left a voicemail, and I didn't know who she was. And when I called her back yesterday evening, and we started talking, Jason, and we ended up having a 20-minute conversation yesterday.
Really?
And I bring this up for a reason, because you never know how things are going to work or where connections are going to come from. And it was all because, and I'm not justifying me getting out the newsletter late, but in this case, it was because I got the newsletter out late.
Right.
She was a little bit frustrated because she said, she wasn't mad, she was just frustrated. She said because the event had already started by the time she saw the email.
Oh, really?
And she goes, I really would have wanted to go to that one. And she says, is there any way you can get these emails out sooner? I said, yeah. I said, but also follow us on social media because we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks.
Right.
We ended up having honestly about like I said, a 20-minute conversation yesterday. And that conversation ended in prayer, Jason.
That's awesome.
And this lady has been through so much. I'm not going to say her name, obviously, or anything like that. It was a one-on-one conversation. But this poor sweet thing she was married for many years. And I didn't ask her about that, but it sounded like that wasn't there. I don't know if the husband had passed or if they split up. I'm not sure. But then she had mentioned that she lost her 45-year-old daughter.
Wow, that's difficult.
Yeah, and she had said, and my heart broke for her as we were talking. And she had told me that, she said, Mr. Rob, she called me Mr. Rob. I love that, by the way.
Mr. Rob.
She said, Mr. Rob, she said, I've just been lost and lonely since that. And that's understandable.
Oh, I can imagine.
And I just feel like in that moment, the Holy Spirit started moving.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we talked for over 20 minutes, ended up praying for a good chunk of that at the end, and ultimately invited her to come to church with us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those days yesterday to where you ever have days where you work your tail off, but you try to have a fulfilling day every day. But yesterday I just felt like was meeting after meeting after meeting, and I didn't really accomplish everything that I wanted to accomplish yesterday.
So you felt like your tires was in the mud just spinning?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
But then at the end, Kyle Kreiner's in the studio. He's raising his hand like, that's me. But then at the end, that whole prayer and that conversation was worth the whole day. That moment, that 20 minutes wrapped up a great day yesterday. One of the best days that I will say that I've had in a long time. Not that I have bad days, but that was just a really good day yesterday. And there was so much fulfillment in talking to that lady. And so I want to encourage our audience this morning to always try to extend the conversation a little bit. This morning, maybe not just say hello to somebody, but say, hello, how is your morning going? Mm-hmm. Add in that extra sentence. You see, if this lady and I hadn't have asked a couple of extra questions, this would have been hey, I'm sorry, I'll get the email out next time on Thursday. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
But because we started talking, it ended up ending in prayer. And this poor lady had been through so much, and your heart just breaks for her.
It does.
And now I don't even know this person. I feel like they're a friend. Mm-hmm. And they are a friend.
Now you know what I get to do every day.
That's a little part of it, yeah.
That's a big part of it.
So, I mean, we never know. And I want to encourage you this morning, no matter where you're at, no matter what situation you're in or who you're surrounded by, know that this morning you truly have an opportunity to make a difference. And it doesn't matter literally where you are at.
It could be the person standing in line in front of you or behind you at the grocery store.
I know that we're blessed to be able, one thing that the Lord put on my heart when we started the signal on 94.3 was I wanted to be able to reach into our local prison systems. And there's 5 of them, I believe, that our signal reaches into now. We kind of did the contour map, and I mapped it out on Google, and 5 of them were within our contour.
Okay.
5 of the 7, right? There's 7, I think, here in the immediate area. And I wanted to be able to reach people from all walks of life and to let people know about the hope that's found in Jesus Christ. I ended up having another conversation, Jason. I won't go into full details on this one, but I had a conversation with a pretty well-known consultant in the Christian radio world. And he's consulted other stations too, not just Christian radio, but he's consulted some really big Christian stations. We were really blessed to connect with this guy. And again, it was a conversation. I would have never known him.
Correct.
If I hadn't have had an extended conversation with the guy.
Correct.
And that led to this guy. Well, we ended up talking yesterday for 45 minutes. And he gave us a lot of really great ideas just about this ministry and just some kind of vision thinking ahead. And so over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to sit down with some of our team that's helping us with the radio stuff now and really start to think about, the impact that we feel that we can make for the Lord here on Spirit 94.3. There's a lot. We got a lot to do. I got a lot of goals. Today's goal setting day.
Today's goal setting day?
Goal setting day. Yeah.
Are you doing a vision board?
No, I'm not doing a vision board.
I think you should do a vision board.
That's okay. I mean, vision boards are fine. They're fine. That's what they did at the Purpose event, and some and a lot of people thrive on those. For me, I'm
not a vision board. I was doing that as a joke.
Oh, I know. My vision board is going to be sitting down on Google Docs and thinking about and kind of mapping out what I'm going to do. But hey, here's some encouragement. Whatever you need to do to have a vision, do it.
That's it.
How do you goal set? Are you a goal setter? Do you wake up and say, or do you just kind of do? And this isn't anything bad. If you don't, it's no problem. But do you ever sit down and say, okay, here's the goals, or do you just kind of do what you need to do and go with the flow?
I just do what I need to do.
See, I've always been wired that way too. And this,
I mean, I don't get up and one of those super motivated type people that gets up in the morning and they have a set routine. Now I just get up and go.
You just get up and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, I mean, like 5 o'clock this morning, my phone rang, and I'm thinking, oh well, somebody needs some assistance. It was a spam caller. No, seriously, it was, and there was nobody there.
And you were thrilled to answer that call at 5 a.m. when it was just a spam caller at 5 in the morning, right?
I may have had a few choice words to explain my dissatisfaction.
Yeah. But, I do.
But I have called that number back about 17 times since then.
There you go. Let them know that, hey, you're going to call me, I'm going to call you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did. This year I do want to commit. I've got a lot of goals that I set and kind of things internally, and this year I'm really kind of spelling them out. When I had my IT company for 14 years, had an incredible team. We just all clicked. It's kind of funny because the business was called Click.
Was it really?
That was it, yeah. And
that's kind of cool.
Click Computers was the name of it, yeah. But we all I was so blessed to have such a great team, and we would have weekly meetings Monday. They were very quick meetings, probably 15 minutes, and we'd go over what we needed to do for that week. And it got to a point to where we were feeling pretty efficient with everything that we just started meeting once a month. Everybody knew what they needed to do, and nobody really wanted to sit around and talk about it too much. I said, let's just do it.
Right.
And so we switched it to once a month meetings, and those monthly meetings ended up being more productive than the weekly meetings.
Of course.
Because we had everything systematically running like clockwork. From the moment that a customer walked into the front door, we had systems in place. And here's the thing, we didn't even know we had systems in place until one of those meetings we sat down and wrote down what we did, and then we're like, wow, we got a pretty efficient clockwork going over here. I mean, we had it set up to when people come in, they go to this spot, we ask them a few questions. Based on those questions, we would either try to fix the problem immediately so they didn't have to wait.
Right.
We had a quick fix desk, or then they would check in the system, and then we would go through a whole diagnostic process. And then we had a diagnostic room that we had racks set up that everybody's stuff would go on. And then from there, it moved into what's called an auto runs room, and we built a script that would automatically run things on their system to continue to test it. And then by the time they were out the door, everybody, even if they had a unique problem, everybody would still have certain elements of their system that were checked over, even if they had a unique problem. Does that kind of make sense? Like everybody went through the same diagnostic at the beginning.
Correct.
And then we would fix the ultimate problem. And what I'm getting at, we just had that so efficient, but it was because, we did plan and we did look ahead to a few things, and we were able to grow. And something that I learned in that business, I tried to improve one thing each month, not each week or each day, it was each month. And 14 years times 12 months times 14, that was a lot of things that we improved over that time.
Yeah.
Not to say that we didn't do stuff weekly,
Right.
But I've implemented that here with what we do in the ministry and in church. And for me, it's once a week. What is one thing that we can improve every week with how we reach people and how we try to interact with people? Just one thing. Because I think in life sometimes, and this may be a message for those of you listening, sometimes in life we think we've got to do 20 things at once.
No.
Take a deep breath and just focus on one thing that you can do really well and improve each week instead of trying to improve 20 things. Doesn't mean that you've got other tasks you need to get done, but what's one thing that you can improve this week? Jason, I'll ask you, look, Jason's over here rolling his eyes at me. What is one thing that you can think of off the top of your head right now that maybe you can improve, or something new that you want to do?
Time management.
There you go. Time management.
Yep.
That's one thing that you can focus on this week.
That's what I've been focusing on for the last week and this week, because I have such a huge workload with 5 classes. So I have to, at first I was in panic mode, thinking, "Oh my God, how am I going to do 5 classes?" And I said, time management.
Being on the show, we got to wrap it up at 8:30, so that time management works.
We never wrap it up at 8:30.
Today we will. I got a whole stack of papers over there by Josh. So big shout out Josh Mashi, by the way. He's slowly getting integrated into the new studio, and he's going to be producing this show on Tuesdays and Thursdays before long. So
It's not going to take long.
We're going to get him flown. Well, hey, something that I wanted to do this morning too. Many of you are also joining us on social media. I do want to encourage, if you're joining us on Spirit Radio through 94.3, do us a favor this morning. Don't text and drive, but send us a text message. Let us know that you're out there. Our text line is open. It's the same for social media as well, but social people can just comment.
Right.
But text us at 936-339-0139. Just send us a text. Let us know that you're out there listening. We're starting to receive quite a bit of feedback. And if you have not downloaded the new Spirit 94.3 app, do so. We have incorporated a really cool feature now that says seek and pray. And so maybe there's something going on in your life this morning that you just don't know what scripture to look for. Or maybe you don't know some guidance, or maybe you're needing some help in kind of figuring out how to pray for that. This does not replace the Holy Spirit, but it is a tool that will help guide you to a Bible verse, to some guidance, and then also suggest a prayer that you can start praying. So maybe if you're going through anxiety or depression, or maybe there's something happening at the workplace, you just type in what you're going through, and that app will answer that, and it's really neat. And it helped me yesterday. As I was talking to this lady, I was trying to find a Bible verse, and I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. And while I was talking to her, I typed in there, hey, I'm talking to somebody who's going through, and boom, it took me right to the Bible verse that I was thinking. See, I didn't have Josh Mashi next to me, because Mashi, if I say something, he's got the verses like ingrained in his heart. This guy's the real deal.
Oh, he is the real deal.
So I didn't have my Josh Mashi next to me, but I did have the Spirit Radio app, so it worked out. And there we go. There's an Amber Alert going off right now or something. That thing yesterday, so people on social, we're still flowing, but on Spirit 94.3, they're going to get interrupted.
Right.
This is an alert, and that may have been the weekly test. I think that was the weekly test. You're not hearing any other audio, are you, Josh? Yeah, that was the weekly test that goes off. So let me finish with this. I know I'm rambling on. My one thing this week that was very important to improve was getting that DASDEC device set up and working properly. That is an emergency activation system device that the federal government requires for anybody who broadcasts. It's not cheap either. And thank the good Lord that we had, a lot of supporters and some families that said we want to see this thing come to pass. Well, I'd had it set up somewhat, but I didn't have it connected to the internet. Yesterday, I plugged that device into the internet. If you were listening to the station yesterday, you were probably wondering, why are we getting alerts for Georgia? Why are we getting alerts from Jefferson City, Missouri? Why are we getting alerts from Kansas? This thing started going off like every 10 minutes with those tones.
Oh, really?
Alerts. Yes. And it was because I thought that I had it configured for Walker County and for the state plan. Turns out when you plug it into the internet, all that other stuff is overridden. And now, by default, just so it's compliant, it accepts every alert. So everything that was going off in the U.S. yesterday was coming into that box and going out over Spirit. Kyle's in the studio. He goes, well, that's pretty good. We get to know what's going on all over the U.S.
That's it.
But, yeah, we
You just really wanted to know what was going on in Kansas yesterday.
yeah, I mean, it was going off on. I mean, if there was a severe thunderstorm warning, it was going off. There's a blizzard, it was going. Everything that you could think of, that thing was starting to go off.
Well, there was some weather going on yesterday, from what I saw on the news.
Well, yeah. So we were
all 30 minutes of it.
We knew right here in Huntsville what was happening with the weather up in upstate New York or whatever yesterday. So. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. So if you were watching or listening to the station yesterday, well, Jason, before we break on this first segment, man, just I'm proud of all the great things that you're doing, man, and we're just so thankful to have you in this community serving families. And Huntsville really is a good place. I mean,
it's a great place.
You were pretty much, I know you weren't born here, but you pretty much lived here your whole life. Wouldn't you say? Is that a valid statement?
Yeah, the vast majority of it.
How old were you?
I was 7.
7. Do you remember 0 through 6?
Some of it.
A little bit of it?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
That's a challenge this morning. Try to remember the first memory that you have. The very first memory that you can think of. It's kind of cool to go back and think about that. You know what mine is?
What's that?
I remember when I was a child, I used to scream getting my head washed. I hated getting my head washed. And my mother, on the counter, I remember this. I'm like, how did I fit on that counter? My mom, I remember my very first memory that I have is my mother laying me on that kitchen counter, dipping my head into the kitchen sink and washing my hair. That's the very first memory that I have. And I asked my mom, I said, how old was I when you, she goes, you were probably about 7 months old. I said, how do I remember that?
I don't remember anything like that. But
And I remember looking up, and we had this old, like, knife rack, like a butter knife rack. I don't know why there were butter knives in a, like, normally it's a different type of rack. But I remember, as a child, looking up at that cabinet, at that butter knife rack, while my mother shampooed and I was screaming. Pretty cool to go back and remember that, man.
yeah.
Can you remember your first memory?
No, I don't know, man. Why you want to put a brother on the spot, man?
I don't really know.
I mean, I can go back to, like, before I started school.
That's early. That's pretty early.
Yeah, I used to go to a babysitter. Her name was Angela. And she had this big, huge rock in the backyard, and all the kids used to run up and play on this big, huge rock in the side of the, hill behind her house.
I want to put a camera on Kyle, his nonchalant interacting with us over here. You start telling that, Kyle's like, whoa, he's making a face like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's thinking about what all they did. Yeah. Well, hey, the show's going to continue. We're gonna sign off here on Spirit 94.3. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a little bit. We'll go back to regular music and programming over the radio. If you would like to stay on the show, if you're on social media, keep hanging out. If not, go to the HelloHuntsvilleTX.com website or Hello Huntsville YouTube. That is where the show will continue. For now, though, we'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment as we continue promoting and celebrating the good happening. Have a blessed day. We'll be back in just a few moments. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back, Jason.
All right.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, welcome back as we continue on another episode of Good Morning Huntsville.
I really think you do need to do the behind-the-scenes subscription.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Possibly. There's good conversations that go on during the commercial breaks.
Yes, there are.
Good conversations, especially when Kyle Kreiner shows up. You know, those are kind of paid-worthy conversations.
They are.
You know, we could probably. We could charge for that. This is why I need to get that microphone working over there. See, Josh, and maybe Thursday we can lead into the producing, and then we could interact with Josh.
Because we need to be able to interact.
Yes,
with Josh.
Poor guy just sitting over there by himself.
I know,
and all he's doing is flipping. I say all, but it's a big deal. He's flipping cameras for us.
Yeah, he's flipping cameras and stuff.
We did, and get the new little camera going.
Yeah, see,
look, there he is. But I can't really adjust it. See, this is where I need Josh, because I would ask Josh, do you think that the color's too vivid on that camera? And then Josh would be able to provide his input. Right now, it's either a thumb up or a thumb. Josh, is the color too vivid on Jason?
We can't see it behind the screen. You got to go up high.
See, he says yes, it is too vivid, right? It is. So it's a little too vivid. See,
okay.
I don't know how to adjust it. It's
well, you were adjusting it earlier.
$130 camera. Well, I can adjust like the focus, but I can't adjust the color.
Oh, you can't?
No. I got to figure that out. Anyways, welcome back at it. Hey, you know what today is? Today
is Tuesday.
But for all of you Jeep people out there, is there any Jeep people? Kyle's rolling his eyes. I don't even know where this started, but I want to go into this conversation because I had a Jeep for many, many years, and this was not a thing when I had my Jeep. But today is National Rubber Ducky Day.
Okay.
Now, you know where I'm going with this, right?
Something about people in the Jeeps and their little duck thing.
Yes, everyone knows about that. I have no idea what started that, but now it is a major thing. Even our pastor here at church has a Jeep, and I saw a duck in his Jeep. And so this has started somewhere at some point that somebody decided, everything has to start somewhere. I always say something starts with a me and then it turns into a we. This turned into a major we because everybody and their dog that has a Jeep now has these ducks floating around in their Jeep.
Grown men with children's toys.
I don't understand where this started,
I
but
have not a clue. Well, where did it start? I'm sure you're going to tell us.
well, the Rubber Ducky Day. Do you remember Sesame Street?
Oh, yeah.
And what was the character?
Ernie.
Ernie.
Yeah.
And Ernie had the that's where it started. The Rubber Ducky started according
He
to
used to sing a song.
Yes. Well, this is from National Day Calendar. According to a 1973 Sesame Street calendar. What? According to a 1973 Sesame Street calendar. They had their own calendar? I guess so.
Evidently.
Rubber Ducky's birthday is January the 13th. So around the country, it's now known as National Rubber Ducky Day. A friend of Ernie and Big Bird, Ducky, made his debut in a February 1970 episode.
Really?
So this is when the Rubber Ducky started, apparently, thanks to Sesame Street. But I want to know, where did the rubber ducks... You know what's funny? I started typing in "where did the" in Google. I've never searched it, and guess what Google finished up my sentence with?
Rubber ducks.
I said "where did the," and then Google was listening probably, and it finished "rubber duck Jeep thing come from." Mm-hmm. All right, this started fairly recently.
Okay.
2020 is where this started. Apparently, this is called Jeep ducking. Josh, have you seen this? The ducks and everyone, all of us know about this. Our friend has the rubber. She has the Jeep. Miss McKenzie. Mm-hmm. She has
Vicky.
them. Vicky. I said Miss McKenzie. Vicky.
Yeah.
Vicky has the Jeep,
Yeah.
and she has the ducks in the Jeep.
Yeah. I see people driving around all the time with a dashboard full of ducks.
And if you get into an accident, that's got to be dangerous because even though they're rubber and they're soft, they could pelt you.
Have you seen I saw an ad the other day on social media about like these big, it started out with the ducks for the Jeeps. Well, they made that into a magnet that you can just drop on the hood.
See, that just gets.
But they make them for like all different vehicles as well.
See, that's somebody just trying to monopolize and like make money off of a trend.
yeah,
they're
that's
trying
it.
to improve a trend. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. This is another good. See, this is why I need Josh. I don't know if you can improve a trend. A trend is a trend. It starts somehow and it doesn't improve.
No, and then it just
And then it dies, right?
Then it just kind of goes away.
So somebody has said, "Oh, this cool little rubber ducky thing. Let's figure out a way to improve the trend by coming up with a magnetic rubber ducky that sits on the hood or any metal surface." Mm-hmm. Dude, that now you're taking
that's kind of reinventing the wheel, don't you think?
Yeah, you're messing up the trend. Mm-hmm. You're trying to start a new trend from a trend. It's not going to work. All right, it's just like a sequel to a movie. Normally, the sequels to movies don't work. There's been a few.
And there's been a few.
There's been a few. That's a whole other discussion we'll have next week about, can we just get back to a one-off movie instead of a 20-series movie deal, please? Because I don't have
Are you
time.
talking about like the Fast and the Furious?
Everything.
Everything's got to have a sequel.
Everything is a series now. I just want to sit down and I want to watch one movie and not have to worry about, well, what happens next and what happened before, and then go and spend a whole entire day. See, they figured it out. To eat up people's time, they figured this thing out. Now everything is a series. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of series. I'm a fan of movies. Mm-hmm. Just like I've never been a fan of Star Wars at all. Just full disclaimer, never liked any of it. And that's okay. Some people love it. I don't like it. There's things that I like that other people don't. Well, what is there, like 7 Star Wars movies? Can we just have one and call it done? But no, they had to go on with it. Here's another perfect example. You can see I'm fired up about this.
Boys getting fired up.
Here's another one, Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic Park was perfectly fine.
Oh, it was.
It was entertaining. It was adrenaline rushing. It was great. You know what I'm talking about? The computer. Newman. Yeah. That movie was great. Why do you have to come back and I guess to reignite the next generation and they come out with 20 other Jurassic Parks?
Yeah.
Leave it alone. The first one was fine. Leave it alone. What did they do? The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original one, Gork, Itu, Platu, Gork, Utu, Gitu, whatever it was. The black and white, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Great classic movie. But then somebody had this bright idea of, let's go create another one. No, the original was the best. The Wizard of Oz. All these spinoffs now of The Wizard of Oz. They're not terrible, but they're not the classic.
No.
Nothing beats Judy Garland singing on The Wizard of Oz. I grew up. That was the movie.
I remember watching that movie on regular TV because that's all we had.
You remember those days before all that, whenever you had to go to the TV guide and say, I can't wait for Monday night because The Wizard of Oz is coming on at 7 o'clock.
Right. I mean, I remember, you look forward to the Charlie Brown Christmas, cartoons and Thanksgiving and Halloween shows.
Yes. All of that.
All that affects our
Yeah. See, Kyle
Yeah.
Kyle was here in studios hanging out with, he said all of that does what?
Affects your time management.
There you go. So now on that tangent, let me bring it back to the Jeep ducking.
All right, come on.
The origins of the gesture have been attributed to the Allison Parliament, a Canadian resident of Alabama. Now, that's a lot in one sentence. The Allison Parliament, a Canadian resident in Alabama.
That makes no sense.
I don't know how to process this in my brain. All right, in 2020, during the early days, this is like old nostalgic news now. In 2020, during the early days of COVID-19, she had purchased rubber ducks to hide at a Canadian friend's house as a way to thank her friend for letting her visit. All right. After having had an unpleasant interaction with another person in the parking lot of a convenience store, she stated that she felt inspired to leave one of the ducks on a Jeep in a store parking lot with a simple note stating, "Nice Jeep," as an act of kindness. The owner of that Jeep, that's her name, Allison Parliament. I thought it was like some sort of government institution of Canada. Did you know that was her name, or did you think it was? See, I thought it was an organization. Allison Parliament is the name. The owner of that Jeep saw Parliament place the duck and suggested that she make a social media post. A trend started. Parliament made a post, which then went viral and popularized the action of ducking. That's what they call it when they put a duck on a Jeep. These groups now, over 500,000 members by 2022, and now even more, millions and millions of people now have done. And of course, here we go with the let's try a new trend. Somebody drives a Subaru and they felt left out. They felt left out. Someone who drives a Subaru felt left out. And you know what they did?
What?
They came up with a Moo Moo Subaru. It's kind of catchy.
Moo.
I know
Subaru.
some people that drive. They're good vehicles.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with them.
We had a Subaru when I was up in Fargo at the radio station. That thing was actually pretty cool. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. A Moo Moo Subaru movement started in 2023, aimed at promoting imitating the gesture with rubber cows on Subarus. And so now this is a thing. So if you see, what can we do for like a Chevy or a Ford?
I'm telling you, they have those magnets, brother. You need to go look.
We got to come up with something for like, you drive a Dodge, right?
Yeah.
We got to come up with something for a Dodge, come up with something for a Ford. Josh drives a Mitsubishi, so we'll come up with something for that.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting here wondering.
The hand warmers on the tailgate.
What is this?
Dude,
People can't
they're
hear it.
already something for the Ford. He was just explaining that. The built-in hand warmers on the tailgate, so you can push it.
No, I didn't. Come on, man. Shh. Come on, man. My Ford has had no problems. I like my Ford. No problems at all. Except, actually, my Ford did have a problem. Let me tell you something real quick. I won't say the business name because they were great. And it was not local here in Huntsville. My transmission is one of those 10-speed automatic transmissions. Why do you need 10 speeds? That's just 10 times the problems you can have.
So you get better fuel mileage.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. But I still only get 13 miles to the gallon. It's not that great. So here's what happened.
Man, that's horrible.
When this thing would downshift, it would just knock really hard. Well, I was told as a second owner of this vehicle that it had the 60,000 mile warranty was still good.
Okay.
Okay. Like 5 or 6 years or 5 year 50,000, whatever it was. Okay.
Okay.
Turns out I would later find out that's not true.
Okay.
But I had taken my vehicle to a Ford dealership, not immediately local, but a great company.
Okay.
And the gentleman there was awesome. He said, Rob, we're going to get this fixed for you. It'll be covered under warranty. It is an issue with the transmission. Don't worry. Everything's fine. You're well within the warranty. I thought it was 6 years, 60,000. All right. That's what I thought, not the 50. All right. He calls me back a few days later. He goes, well, I got some news for you. I said, oh, yeah. How's things going? We've ordered the transmission. It's coming in. The parts or whatever. We've already ordered it. But I made a huge mistake. Mm-hmm. And I said, what was that mistake? He goes, because you're the second owner, I verified the warranty is not valid. And I said, well, I don't have money to get that fixed. And I didn't care what the price was.
Right.
I just know transmissions are expensive.
Right.
He proceeded to tell me that it was about a $6,000 job.
Repair?
Yes.
Wow.
And I said, well, you can just keep the truck. I'll just let it go back to the bank because I don't have that kind of money, and I'll just go I'll go back to my Kia. I missed my Kia, by the way. That thing was awesome. They always say, should have bought a Honda, but I bought a Kia. Well, I bought a Kia, and that thing is awesome. Was awesome. This particular business, he proceeded to say, but hold on a moment.
But wait, there's more.
He said, because I told you that we already had it covered under warranty, I'm not going to go back on what I told you. Mm-hmm. And so we will still honor this repair, and you won't owe a dime. That business earned my business for the rest of the life of that truck, and if I ever decide to get another Ford.
That's good.
And the local Bill Fick here is great, too. Don't get me wrong. They're great.
Yeah.
I go over there and get oil changes, full synthetic, for $60 on my truck. That's not bad.
No.
And those guys are great.
Right.
$60 full synthetic. That almost is cheaper than me wasting my time doing it myself. Because
Right.
everybody, do your own oil change. I would. But if it was $100, but it's $60, it's easier for me to go over there and make $20 in the hour that I would have spent changing the oil myself. Those guys do great work. The only reason that I did not take my truck there to get that transmission looked at was because they had a wait, and it was about 2 weeks, and their policy is you have to leave the vehicle.
Because they're so good.
And that's just their policy. And I asked, why can't I just put it on a waiting list? I said, well, unfortunately, we don't do that right. And that was okay. I was like, that's your policy.
Right.
And so I went to another place. So now I've got a dealer that I really like to help me with my oil changes. And then I've got a great dealer up the road that if anything ever happens with stuff like that, guess what? I'm going back to see Harold up the road. By the way, it was Henson in Madisonville. Plug. Now that we're off FM, I can say that. Isn't that cool, though?
I had good luck with Henson on the last Ford vehicle I owned, which will be the last one I ever own, because I have no luck with Ford.
But you had good luck with the deal.
But I had good luck with Henson.
That confuses me.
Well, here's the thing. We had this Ford F-150, and we took it to the shop here in town. And it wasn't just Bill Fick, but they couldn't figure out why the brakes would just mysteriously quit working. So I take it to Madisonville. Guy says, man, we'll figure it out. I get a call from him like 5:30 2 days later, and it's off his cell phone. He's panicked. He goes, how do you get this truck to stop? I'm like, now you see what I'm dealing with. So they went in and rebuilt the whole brake system.
Wow.
Like calipers, brake lines, master cylinder, slave cylinder, the whole system. They said, we're just going to replace it all under warranty. Great. You know what happened about a month later? Driving down the road and had no brakes. Guess where I went? Wiesner. Right there on the spot.
You were done.
I was done. I traded it in that day.
What did you have? An F-150?
An F-150.
Man, Ford is the best truck in Texas. You know what? Up you'd like up north in Fargo. Everything up there is Dodge.
Okay.
And they made fun of me for buying a Ford. Why'd you buy a Ford? I said, because Ford's the best truck in Texas. The guy goes, we're not in Texas. I said, touche. Anyways, well, good conversations this morning. We're going to take a break. Many of you are joining us on the social media feeds. Please continue to comment in. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you this morning as we just share some stories, and we hope to uplift and inspire you through some of that, knowing that there are good people in this world.
There are some great folks.
So shout out Harold up at Madisonville's Henson Ford. Harold's a good dude. So
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Jason and I will continue the discussion. Let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you this morning. It is Good Morning Huntsville, and as always, on a Tactical Tuesday, brought to you by Guardian Defense, online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us, friends.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Braylon say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Spirit Radio. Oh,
All right, back at it as we continue on here. Jason, can you bring us back?
Oh, we're back.
Never forgot I worked with a guy one time, and he's like, I'll let you bring it back this segment. I said, oh, thanks.
Oh.
You want to bring it back?
We're back.
I was overjoyed. Rob, you can bring it back this segment. Oh, thanks. Oh, you had to be there to understand why I'm laughing. It was just good fun. Kyle's looking at me like, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Hey, well, welcome back as we continue on this morning. Good morning, Huntsville. Welcome in. A beautiful day outside. Nice, cool day.
It was pretty cool this morning.
You know, you go back maybe 5 years and we had that big snowstorm this time of the year. I think there was 12 inches of snow, a foot of snow in Georgetown. My mom was posting pictures 5 years ago of the snowman that they built. And
Yeah, I remember that snowstorm. I had to come to town and rescue everyone because we had generators.
I remember I was working at KSAM and Steve Ricks was there, and that poor guy was sleeping at the station to keep things going and he was keeping the community informed. You know, that's what radio does. And miss Steve. Steve and I still talk quite a bit, actually, probably about once every 2 or 3 weeks. But he was up there. I remember that. And I was in Georgetown. I ended up getting stuck there and couldn't come back for a few days.
Right.
And then, of course, memories would pop up on my Facebook. Someone asked me one time, a family member, why do you post so much on Facebook? I said, I don't know. It's like a timeline to where I can go back and just, it helps me remember. And I like to share with other family members and friends kind of, different things. But it's mainly for me, to be honest. So I can go back and remember and see things. And what would pop up from that snowstorm 5 years ago, none other than our golden retriever, who I miss, having the time of his life. As Bridget and I we finally got on the road and we were traveling, and there was an area where there was just a ton of snow between here and Georgetown that we pulled over, and Mac was having a heyday. And that's why I post those things, because I would never remember that.
Right.
One thing that I'm frustrated about Facebook, I guess because there's so much data flying through the platform now, they no longer save live videos. After 30 days, the new policy is they will be deleted. And all of my broadcast at North Dakota State gone forever. I only have copies of maybe 2 of them.
Really?
And I wish that I would have kept. I YouTubed some things, so I have it. But then all of the high school stuff that we did years ago, gone. It's like that guy. No, you don't understand.
It's gone.
It's gone. You don't understand.
By the way,
All of it gone.
Relief Factor, not the other one.
Oh, Relief Factor. That's the guy? No, it's the Balance of Nature.
Relief Factor.
That's him, Relief Factor. Kyle says it's Relief Factor. I thought it was Balance of Nature.
No, I think it's Relief Factor.
Maybe I need to try that. You know those stuff, they talk about it so much that I feel like I need to try it. It's good marketing. But then I go and read reviews, and it's like it did absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it your mind? Is it a placebo?
Snake oil.
Is it a placebo making you think?
It's snake oil.
It's like, oh, I took that, so now I'm going to magically feel better.
Well, half of it's in your brain.
I had a pretty severe acid reflux issue in my 20s and had a magnetic implant in my esophagus that's still there. I need to get it taken out because it no longer functions, but I don't have the money with insurance, which I won't have insurance soon because of the premium doubling, which is ridiculous.
Oh, tell me about it.
I don't want to get into that conversation, but I still have that device now over 10 years, and the surgeon that put it in me had one put in him, and he took his out, and he said, I think you need to get this out. And what I'm getting at is the reflux came back with a vengeance. And a lot of it, yes, it is diet, but it's also hereditary in my case that there's a muscle that augments that valve in there that doesn't augment the way it's supposed to. It's a hereditary condition, we found out. And so I was taking Nexium back in the day, and my doctor said, get off of that stuff because it's bad for your bones. Mm-hmm. And I had multiple people tell me that. And I don't know. I'm not bashing Nexium. I'm just saying for me, quit taking it. Now my doctor told me to take Pepsid.
Okay.
And I take 2 every morning and 2 every evening, and I've been doing that for years, and that keeps the reflux in check. Although it says on the label, don't take more than 2 weeks. Well, that's because if you're taking it more than 2 weeks, there could be an underlying condition that you need to seek medical care for. But he told me that Pepsid will not hurt you in the way that Nexium apparently does. So take Pepsid. Now, if anyone's listening, that's just an opinion. That's not medical. I'm not a doctor.
Are you sure?
I'm just saying what I was told because I don't want somebody to get upset at me if they try something. But it works. And last night I was down to the one, and they're tiny. These little Pepsids are tiny. So I took one. I usually take 2. I only took 1. This morning I'm feeling because I ran out, and now I don't have the 2 to take. Mm-hmm. Just a very
sound like you need to go to the store.
Sounds like that's what I'm doing right after the show going on.
And don't go to McDonald's.
No, I did go. Do you know what? I was also doing some budgeting stuff. It is so cheap to eat at McDonald's. It is so cheap, but
it is so unhealthy.
But is that cheap cost worth the risk of your body and what it could do? The answer, Jason, yes, it is. It's cheaper to eat at McDonald's than I think it is to go out and get groceries.
It probably is. But at what cost in the end?
I don't know. I just had all my blood work. Everything was perfect.
Okay.
My A1C was great.
Good.
All the other stuff, my triglycerides, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, in my 20s, there were some things that I did that I wasn't proud of, and it happened to do with beverages that you have to be 21 or older to buy. And I wasn't proud of a lot of what I did in my 20s, and I had things all out of whack in my body because of that. Mm-hmm. And I always thought it was because I was eating unhealthy. And then once I stopped all that, now in my 30s, that's all been good. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, but you ain't hit 50 yet.
Well, enjoy it. I got 9 more years to enjoy it.
Okay.
8 years soon. So to enjoy it and then see what happens. But don't
that check engine light's going to come on with a vengeance, old son.
Hey, but don't you feel like everybody says that, Lo? Like, well, you ain't 30 yet. Well, you ain't 40 yet. Well, you ain't 50 yet.
Well, my parents always say, well, you ain't hit 70 yet.
What, you're going to be 90 and talking to another 90-year? Well, you ain't 100 yet.
That's it.
Oh, man, you're right, though. You know, that is a commitment. I'm joking, but that is a commitment that this year that I've made is to eat a little bit healthier. I'm not going to make this huge jump because I know it's going to be hard for me, but to eat a little bit healthier. And I have been eating a little bit healthier, and I've been feeling a little bit better. So
really?
There you go, Jason.
Imagine how that works.
Isn't that neat, Jason?
That is awesome.
Well, hey, well, give us an update. We got to sign off here in a moment. Yeah, Josh definitely wants to weigh in. We just don't have the microphone over there right now. So, wait, Josh, slide over here real quick. Josh can get in on this conversation real quick. Josh, slide in. We got to roll that chair over here. We don't need to flip the camera for a minute. Josh, hop in on this conversation.
He's got something he needs to say.
Yeah, I don't want to. Kyle, thank you for that. Kyle's like our associate over here now, unpaid associate. What were you saying, Josh? Josh Mashi here with us. What is it? It's very important.
So this weekend, I tried Burger King for the first time.
So good.
It's better than McDonald's for sure.
The flame
and it's healthier.
Wow.
It out of Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's, Burger King's the healthiest.
It was your first time?
Yeah.
Their burgers
over here.
Their burgers are the best, by the way.
Yeah. So
the Burger King burger, this is going to get me in trouble, beats the Whataburger now.
No.
Yes.
I disagree.
Nope. That is my take. Burger King burger now beats the Whataburger burger. The Whataburger burger has changed. It is not what she used to be. And now Burger King has moved up to number 1 in my list of the best burger.
What about In-N-Out?
No.
What?
No. Sloppy.
Carl's Jr.?
No.
What?
Good, but not best for me.
I don't even like Carl's
And by the way, full disclaimer, I'm talking about fast food. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about like going out to a place that actually makes really good burgers.
you know, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, you know, that's a lot of those stores are robot run now.
How's his dad doing, by the way?
Carl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's always called Junior. I wonder how his dad was. All right, well there's your I'm glad that you've told me this because now I'm craving. You know who has one of the best burgers? Josh, weigh in on this real quick. You know where I'm going with this. Tell us about that place that you wouldn't think, not to be mean about the place. It's a very clean place, but the best burger outside of fast food burgers here in Huntsville.
Smiley's gas station on Veterans Road.
Smiley's Burgers. Have you had a Smiley's burger?
No, sir.
Oh, dude. And don't they have, you can get tater tots instead of fries.
Yep. And curly fries instead of fries.
The Smiley's Burger on Veterans Memorial has moved into my number one, besides fast food, number one is Burger King. But the Smiley's Burger for sit down and eat a burger, and yes, you can sit down, and yes, it's clean, and yes, it's nice, and the people there, we know them. Sylvia. Mm-hmm. I was joking with Sylvia over there. I said, I sure wish y'all had that Arizona energy tea. And she goes, which one? She's pulled it up on her phone. I said, yeah, that one. She goes, okay, I'll see what we can do. And I was like, I thought she was just being nice. 2 days later, guess what? They got my tea.
Arizona energy tea.
And guess what? It's still there. And that was 6 months ago, and she's still selling it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty legit. Kyle knows. Kyle and I went to the new Smiley's. And there was that, what is that? They had like the Bimbo. Is that Bimbo? Bimbo? I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah. Bimbo. Bimbo. The pastries. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest. Not that good. Those pastries, not that good to me.
Okay.
Just in general,
Yeah.
pastries or just?
No, this particular brand.
Oh.
Hyped up, but I wasn't a fan. Jason, are you still on kind of a good health kick? I mean, you look like it. You look like you've been taking care of yourself. Yeah. But what is a go-to food for you that you know you shouldn't have, but you have it?
Right now, nothing.
So you're all good.
Yeah, I'm all in.
All in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, for you.
I mean, for during last night, I had steak and eggs. That's it.
Okay. All right.
I had a ribeye steak and like 4 fried eggs.
Good man.
That was it.
Josh, for you, a food, and let's stay away from McDonald's because we already know about that, or like Burger King. But another food for you, maybe like even a Lebanese food when you were in Lebanon. Like, what is something there that you knew I probably shouldn't be eating this because it's not really that healthy, but you ate it?
There are some pastries that are like super sweet and like they're sugar coated.
Bimbo.
And they're orange balls that are fried like. And inside is syrup, and on the outside is syrup. So when you bite into it, it's like so flavorful. But you eat 2, and you're like, "Oh, this is too sweet."
Do you know how to make this?
No, sir.
What was the stuff you made something and brought it up here to church? Was that you or James? One of y'all brought something one day and made it here.
I don't remember.
It's probably James.
Maybe.
There was some dessert that y'all made that you brought up here, and it was Lebanese.
Oh yeah, that was me.
What was that?
Baklava.
What was in that? It's good, dude.
I've heard baklava is good.
What's in it?
Phyllo, pistachio.
Yeah, whatever it was good.
Yeah, I love baklava. We have one more box at home. We're eating it now.
Bring it over. So, well, all right. Well, Jason, good show today.
Awesome show.
Josh, hang out with us while we close. Any final comments today? Guardian Defense, let folks know how they can connect with you, what you're doing, what y'all are up to, man.
Well, you know, the range is available by appointment. Don't really have time to teach a whole lot of classes, but I'm trying to get, you know, a couple classes, you know, mapped out towards the end of the month, 1st of February. We'll see how the school schedule goes.
All right. Well, you can go online. More information at guardiandefensellc.com. Again, it is guardiandefensellc.com. My wife, by the way, just commented in on something I totally forgot about. I guess I like a lot of burgers. Texas Burger makes a good burger for fast food. You ever been to Texas Burger?
I've been to Texas Burger.
What's north? Is it Centerville? Is that what they call that
They
town?
have one in Madisonville.
Madisonville, yeah. But there's one in Centerville a little bit farther north, right?
Yeah, there's a Texas Burger up there.
Yeah.
They also have Texas Burger in West Texas.
Yeah, but they
And it's a different chain than the Texas Burger.
wow, they made a mistake though. Texas Burger, by the way, they use Nolan Ryan beef, so that's what makes it good. No, hi, I'm Nolan Ryan. Hamburger or hot dog?
Oh my God! Why did you have to bring that up?
Well, definitely a hamburger. But there's one thing that Texas Burger messed up on.
What's that?
They got rid of the tater tots.
Oh, did they?
And I'm a burger and tots type guy. You know, I like the fries, but I just like the tots a little bit better. And they got rid of the tater tots. That's how I'll end the show this morning.
They got rid of tater.
They got rid of tater tots. I like to put mustard on them. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Fun morning here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Why are you trying to like throw some Ron White and Billy Bob Thornton together?
But just throw it all together.
Okay.
Mix it together. It's East Texas, buddy. We just
Okay.
mix it together. Well, hey, on a serious note, we appreciate each and every one of you. A lot of folks joining us, and we appreciate y'all so much. Hey, really big news. This Thursday, make sure to join us on Spirit 94.3. We'll also go live on social media. But this Thursday night, from 8 to 9, new show debuts called A Call to Kneel. And it is going to be an incredible night of testimony and prayer. And so the first part of the show is going to start with a testimony, and then the second half of the show is going to be nothing but prayer. We'll have a dedicated prayer line set up that people can call or they can email into with their prayer requests. And live over the air and on social media, we will be praying for folks. And so join that show. We feel that that's going to be an impactful show, and we're excited about how the Lord is going to move through so many people's lives through this Call to Kneel show. We've been planning this for a long time and wanted to wait until we got the station on, and so that show will be launching. And then, Josh, real quick, you're going to be launching a show here before too long, too. Maybe give a little quick, I know we're still working out some things, but give a little preview of what you're working on, man.
Yeah, the show's going to be called Empowered Youth, and it's about helping and equipping the youth to build the kingdom of God. It will be me and the youth pastor here at First Baptist, Chad Lorraine. And so, yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be good.
Well, it's going to be great, and more local programming is on the way as well. So, well, for Jason Thompson, thank you, brother. Fun day, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to see you. Josh, thank you. And Kyle Kreiner hanging out in the stewed with us this morning.
The stewed.
In the stewed. That'll wrap it up. We'll be
You're
back
getting kind of bougie.
I know. I'm just trying to limit my words. I'm trying to limit my word. I'm not going to do it. We love you, Huntsville. Join us tomorrow, 7:30. We'll be back at it. Taylor Chandler, Walker County Federal Credit Union on the show with us tomorrow. And until then, I'm Rob Hipp reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. Big thanks, as always, to Guardian Defense and Jason Thompson. So long. God bless you all, and have a wonderful morning. See you guys.
See ya.